Hello everybody, good afternoon. Today I will discuss Telecom Observability and how it compares as an evolution for VoIP monitoring and how QXIP keeps up with the industry demands, challenges and changes. But before that, I want to quickly introduce myself. My name is Rita. I am a lead engineer and director of Cloud Ops in QXIP. I am Portuguese and currently live in Lisbon, Portugal. Last year, I did a couple of presentations to update you guys, the community and the customers about our latest products and technologies. And I unfold some technical challenges and mistakes that we did and how we took them as an opportunity to improve, do better, and keep delivering innovative solutions to our customers. So, considering that and the fact that this is our first presentation of 2025, we wanted to kind of zoom out and update you guys about how QXIP, that was known for Homer and VoIP monitoring, evolved to be what's like a full stack telecom observability solution. We have many products at the moment, and all of them reply to different needs and demands on the industry. So today I wanted to do a guided tour on our 2025 roadmap, the vision, what you can expect from us, and when. To start this tour, I wanted to have everybody on the same page about our company, about us. So QXIP, or QXIP, has Lorenzo and Alexander, the founders of the company, thought about this abbreviation. So actually, QXIP stands for QXIP, even though that you guys mostly call us QXIP, which is fine too. We have been around since 2011, so for more than a decade now, but our experience with telecom and voice OSS goes back for more than 25 years ago. During that time, we have gained multiple customers, building trust and confidence, and we have gained that from many sizes and fields. Either small, medium, and large telephony operators, carriers, service providers, voice telephony vendors worldwide. But the vision when Lorenzo and Alexander founded the company remains deeply set into our vision today, which is deliver high quality telecom observability software solutions for services that are distributed in a way that's seamless without impacting your day-to-day life. With the fast-paced technological environment we are living in, we feel like this year will be a defining year for us because we are revamping multiple things at once. We are developing a new app agent. We are improving again GigaPipe architecture to be 100% serverless. We are increasing the team, bringing in more talent to increase the level of excellence we strive to have. And we are planning to release the Homer 11 version. And this is just the beginning. We feel like a lot is going on at the moment, and we feel super excited about that. And we are doing this all based on a solid foundation because QXIP is for sure not a VC company. We don't have any external investor, any external loans. Everything that we do is based on the trust that our customers invested in us. That's it. In terms of open source, for sure QXIP is a strong player because our most recognized project is Homer, but we have much more. Actually, we have more than 850 open source projects, and we do have them because we are passionate about it. There's no other way to put it, because we never received any dollar for any of the open source projects, so we keep doing it because we love it. And these are some of the repos that you can find online on GitHub with our stuff. So if you want to investigate, I really think you should. But okay, now that you know about the mission, let's go back 14 years ago when the company was founded to understand that, yes, we started with VoIP monitoring and how we evolved to be a full stack observability player. So, back 14 years ago, when QXIP was founded, the industry demand was to be able to troubleshoot VoIP monitoring calls because, well, there was nothing to do it on a proper way, let's say. So, whenever we delivered Homer, it was a really breakthrough. But for sure, as we all here know, nowadays being able to troubleshoot VoIP is not enough, because at the moment we need to be able to tell why and when we have one-way audio calls, and to do that we need to be able to troubleshoot RTP and RTCP. We need to be able to tell what is going on with WebRTC calls, because 14 years ago WebRTC was just launching, so it was not even a thing. And on these days, we have been seeing a crescent need for IMS and mobile monitoring ever since that 5G came around. Really, some of our customers are branching into IMS and mobile, so we need to be able to answer this need too. And with all of these, as you guys know already, sometimes the calls are impacted, but the issue is not on the application. It lies below. So we need new technologies to be able to troubleshoot on a deeper level. Technologies like, for example, eBPF, that allows you to troubleshoot from the network layer up to the application layer. And QXIP delivers this too with something that's called RTC Agent, an open source product that enables you guys to have this level of debugging. Furthermore, we need to be able to correlate logs, metrics, and traces from the RTC infrastructure back to the calls. And okay, we know machine learning is here to stay. So any LLMs, any BI, any AI, you guys want to use it based on a data. And any product that QXIP delivers that generates data, that data is owned always by the customer. We are not entitled to it. So if you desire to do AI with it, do it, because the data is yours. So at this point, QXIP enables you to have every and each single one of these levels of monitoring, turning QXIP really into a full stack observability player, a full telecom observability solution. Okay, now that you see the picture, we thought, okay, let's do a deep dive into the mainstream products that we offer, starting with Omer, of course. So for the ones that never used Omer, Omer is our original product and how everything started. It is a framework for analyzing and monitoring any VoIP and RTC traffic from any capture agent. It has an intuitive UI, it is vendor agnostic, you have everything in one place to be able to troubleshoot it, and the best part is Omer is open source, meaning it is 100% free. So who should select Omer as a solution for monitoring? Typically, Omer is ideal for R&D companies that want to have VoIP and RTC monitoring. And these companies normally have highly skilled engineering teams that have the knowledge, the skills, and the time to customize any open source project. So these engineers typically are DIYers. They go to the code, they inspect it, they understand it, do the feature, and call it a day. Many times these engineers are also open source contributors. So from all the feedback, tests, and usage from multiple large businesses worldwide since we delivered Omer 14 years ago, we managed to turn it, Omer and our original protocol HAP, into an industry standard. And we are compatible with other industry standards as well, like for example AstriCon, OpenShips, Kamailio, FreeSwitch, and many more. And this year, you can expect that some of these native integrations that we have will have, let's say, a revamp. We want to improve some of them to keep them up to date, deliver more stuff, and keep thriving on the open source community. In regards of Omer 11, later this, on the second quarter of this year, we are planning to release Omer 11. It will be a big change indeed. We are aiming for this release to bring Omer into a serverless design with cloud-native agents and storage, starting with a new HAP agent. It will be like the most performative HAP agent that we ever did, because the purpose and the focus is when a customer is scaling and increasing the traffic, we don't want to be the bottleneck. And if we think about it, the HAP agent is the gateway to everything else that we do. So the most important part is that it scales well and it scales with you. This new HAP agent will be in two different code bases, one in Go and another in Rust. Another thing that will change is the way we deal with data, because as you probably know, nowadays on Homer we have a DB, and the issue with that is that on scaling, the DB is always a bottleneck too. Handling DB is not a very easy job. It costs time and money. Whenever the traffic scales, the indexation becomes an issue too. And if you have high availability setups, you need to have a replication on the database, and that complicates the setup as well. So we just remove this entirely. On Omer 11, we are going to go for Parquet files and object storage. And the purpose with that is to have the headers to be super simple. You have the files, you may store the files wherever you please, and when you read them, you can read them with any OLAP-DB compatible database, namely, for example, DuckDB. Furthermore, for Omer 11, we are bringing back the UI. The code base for the UI will be in React, and the API will be in Go. This roadmap is not written in stone, and actually, we took some of your feedback to build the roadmap. Starting with the UI for sure, okay, the people were not happy that Omer 10 was without a UI. Dashboards are cool, but our community wasn't ready to have everything inside Grafana, and that's fine. So we hear you. On Omer 11, we are bringing back the UI with an improved user experience, so I hope you guys are excited about that. Another point of feedback that we got was that, people want to be able to reduce operational costs, and to do that, they need an easy way to scale up and to scale down. And the dependency here was also on the database. That was the limit. So this was another point for us to remove the database entirely and just go with Parquet files. And if you are feeling scared, feeling like, Jesus, Omer 11 will change everything, I will need to change everything from night to day, please rest assured that longevity and stability are core concepts for us. We know about these concerns, so our protocols remain backwards compatible as always. If you still think we missed your use case by some reason, please just let us know. We are more than willing to discuss and accommodate the roadmap accordingly. Now, turning the page back to Hapic. So Hapic is the paid and evolved version of Homer. It is not an open source project, and Hapic was created because some large customers do not allow for any GPL open source code at all, no matter if it is good or if it is bad. On Hapic, we provide professional consultancy, bug fixes, feature enhancements, support, whereas on Omer, it all depends on the community wishes and availability to contribute. So who should select Hapic? Hapic is suitable for companies with complex scenarios, where the engineering team, although it's highly skilled, of course, the roadmap is super strict, the timelines are super strict as well, and customizing a monitoring tool is simply not possible. So if that's your case, Hapic is the way to go for you. Furthermore, another point to consider here is that Hapic provides RTP analytics, where on Omer you just have RTCP. So if you need to understand RTP, monitor RTP, Hapic is for sure the choice. Furthermore, Hapic provides a 24/7 support with an SLA. This is a high-level overview of Hapic, how everything works, what you can expect, and a high-level diagram. So Hapic, as I said, supports the search for any SIP, RTCP, and RTP probes, showing it all as part of a call flow in a dedicated UI, very intuitively. It correlates calls based on a customizable correlation script. This means that if your infrastructure is distributed, is complex, it doesn't matter because we can customize for your use case for sure. Besides calls, it can also correlate together any logs or any events that are call related but not necessarily VoIP. For example, diameter, GRE, ear span, anything in between, we can correlate with the VoIP with the call itself, and this is especially important for anyone doing IMS or mobile core. Epic is unmetered, and this is a strong point for you guys to notice because you may ingest any traffic that you please. Whenever you scale, you grow, you don't pay more to have Epic. The only limitation is on the server where the HAP agent is. So this means that the HAP agent, which is the sniffer, whatever the server you choose to have it installed, the server needs to be robust enough with the necessary specs to accommodate for the traffic that you want to ingest per second. This is it. This is the only limitation. You don't need to pay for Epic, like if you scale from 3 megabytes per second to 3 gigabits per second, you pay exactly the same. Epic supports multiple storage methodologies, so if you have a distributed database, replicated database, whatever type of setup that you have, doesn't matter. Epic is highly flexible, which means that Epic can write locally and read globally. So if you are, for example, on your zone A and you access Epic, but you want to troubleshoot zone A and zone B, you can because you have global access. Furthermore, Epic can work on a standalone or in the cluster, and it is flexible enough to allow you to have external integrations. So again, if you want to test LLMs, do AI, machine learning, BI, you name it, you can do whatever you please because you are the owner of the data that Epic generates. Now, let's check our cloud product, which is named GigaPipe. GigaPipe is the original polyglot observability platform that supports Loki, Prometheus, Tempo, and Pyroscope query languages. And I want to be clear here, this means that we are compatible with these query languages. We do not use any of these. GigaPipe is 100% made by us and original, which we simply are compatible, let's say. In terms of ingestion, we are compatible with OpenTelemetry, Grafana Alloy, Influx, Elastic, Datadog, and many more. GigaPipe is instantly available as software as a service in our cloud for us to manage, in your cloud as a bring your own cloud, or even on-prem. GigaPipe is super flexible in terms of deployments, and this is possible because GigaPipe is natively vendor agnostic and cloud agnostic. Inside GigaPipe, we can enable Epic Cloud as an internal integration. So, as we did for the others, who should select GigaPipe as their telecom observability solution? GigaPipe is most suitable for companies with distributed architectures, high traffic volume, where the cost of scaling and maintaining an observability tool across all the regions, all the nodes, is simply too high. So, if in your scenario what you desire to have is just a tool that you know it works, you ingest the traffic, you go to an UI and you troubleshoot it and call it a day, GigaPipe is for you. Because on Epic on-prem, making a side-by-side comparison, I mean, you need to be able to accommodate on your roadmap to do deploys, health checks, upgrades, whereas on GigaPipe, this is completely transparent to you. QXIP is the one and single maintainer, so we handle everything since like from the infrastructure until the application layer and the services. Now, some questions that you may be thinking about GigaPipe is, okay, if I select GigaPipe, I am ingesting traffic through the internet. Is it safe? Yes. Either it is for Epic or for the logs, the metrics, or the traces. Everything is ingested using an encrypted protocol, TLS basically. And we have a secure API and UI access. It is as simple as it seems because it is software as a service. So it's ready to go for production within minutes. And the only thing that you need to do is ingest the traffic and go to the UI, nothing else. Furthermore, GigaPipe includes an external integration with Grafana. As I said, it is vendor agnostic and cloud agnostic, so any type of deployment works. And if you are an AWS customer, bring your own storage options are available. Okay, and this is the diagram of GigaPipe. So on the left and on the right corners, this symbolizes the customer. So on the right, we have the VoIP part of the customer that's ingesting. and on the left we have the logs, metrics, and traces. On the middle we have the product GigaPipe. So GigaPipe it works on the same way as Happy On-Prem. It is unmetered, and this is very important because cloud products normally make you pay, and you even use it, and you need to keep tracking of the usage because you pay as you go. On GigaPipe, this doesn't happen. We are unmetered, which means that you may ingest any traffic that you please. One month you ingest X, the next month you ingest like Z. It doesn't matter. You pay the same because you are paying for the infrastructure basically and for our management of the infrastructure. You may ingest anything that you please and you will pay the same. But when ingesting HAP towards GigaPipe, we recommend that you have another open source product that we support, which is Haplify. Why? Haplify will increase your data reliability and add a level of fault tolerance because Haplify has a buffered file that triggers and writes the traffic there whenever the TCP connection is broken. Because we are using the internet, it is unstable, as we know. We cannot predict what goes down. So using Haplify, you may be able to have everything to troubleshoot, even though sometimes the internet is not reliable. Because whenever the TCP connection goes up again, this file is written back to GigaPipe. And this is all native to Haplify. It is open source, so you may check it out. Besides that, GigaPipe is a service-based architecture, and QXIP, as I said, maintains everything about it. And at the moment, GigaPipe supports an active-active type of deployment and redundancy. What's the vision for GigaPipe this year? Basically, the vision is, instead of being just able to deliver an active-active type of deployment, we want to have active standby. And to have active standby, you need to be able to have a 100% serverless architecture. This is the goal crystal clear. Why? Because we know that some of our customers that we are targeting have, for example, 5 nines uptime on their SLAs. And if you are one of those customers, you want to be able to troubleshoot your network during the same amount of time. It's only fair. And for us to achieve this, well, we need to be able to have an active standby, active, or any type of methodology which is only achievable with the 100% serverless architecture. Coming hand in hand with the type of customer, we know that these customers almost always have really strict compliance and security demands, and considering that we are vendor agnostic and cloud agnostic, we may target any cloud, any integration, any vendor. However, this requires a thoughtful investigation, which is an ongoing work on our behalf. GigaPipe, although, is ready for you to try it out now, if you really want to. If you want to have a demo, test the potential for yourself, see if it is a fit for you, the only thing that you need to do is go to the website, fill out the sign-up form, and that's it. On the website, you will find any of the information that we covered today and much more, like, for example, our blog where we cover use cases, pricing, comparisons. So if you are interested, the blog is a good place to start. If you really need a quick way in and you don't want to fill out the form, fair enough, just find me after the presentation. I can take care of that. And if you need a call to discuss customizations, concerns, we can handle that too. Now, let's imagine that the cloud is not for you because, you have different concerns, different budgets, or simply because you don't want your infrastructure on the internet, on the cloud. That's fair enough. That's why we have Happy On-Prem. However, even for customers that want to deal with their own infrastructure, sometimes they struggle at the moment of scaling up. Because how can you really tell which server is the best? How can you be rest assured that the performance will be good? Sometimes this is a struggle and it costs time and money. So to kind of help here our customers and try to deliver a solution, QXIP did a partnership with Kubro. And the best way to put it is that Kubro sells hardware versions of our agents. So if you want to have something arrive at your door that you can trust, it will be performative, Kubru is the way to go, and we can install there anything that we sell. Epic, Homer, any open source project, it works. Another challenge that some of our customers sometimes have is lawful interception. All the compliance requirements, complex technology, and specifications multiple times make it hard to grasp which vendor should you choose, right? And QXIP took this as another opportunity to do a partnership, and this time we grouped with Group 2000 to provide a universal worldwide lawful interception solution. And this solution is compatible on-prem, also on the Kubru machine that I showed you before, and on any cloud. AWS, DigitalOcean, Google Cloud, you name it, everything is possible. Technologies like eBPF in cases where traffic is encrypted are possible too. So basically QXIP is delivering the LI agent and Group 2000 takes care of everything else. And this is the end of the tour. We are super excited that we are like doing so many things at once. We feel like telecom observability has still loads to be done, and we want to be the industry leaders on that. Open source remains at our core. Our vision always is open source and to be contributors, and for sure this year we will be heavy part on that too. And everything that I showed you that we are aiming for, the roadmaps, the vision, everything is teamwork. And we are super proud of the team that we are building. And I mean, that's it, guys. I hope you are excited for this year and that you join us on this crazy ride. Thank you so much for your time today.